What is the difference between pleasure and happiness? Pleasure feels good. Happiness doesn't always feel good. I think we have the whole thing mistaken because that's the thing. Happiness doesn't always feel good. You know, some of the things that bring you the happiest in life are things that are uncomfortable and are long and like raising a child. You're not Yes, there are moments of being a parent where you're really happy. There are moments of being a parent when you're not. But I guarantee you, when your child's 18, and if you did a good job raising your child, I guarantee you're going to be happy because it's the way you were there the whole time. You sacrificed yourself for your child. You watched them grow up. You taught them this. You showed them this. It's like in the end, you will be way happier because it's a long term fulfillment thing. You can get pleasure from anything. Anything feels good. There's a lot of things that feel good. Drugs, short term pleasure. Sex, short term pleasure, right? You can have sex with anyone, but a long term relationship where you have a commitment with one another and it's just more beautiful, you're making love, you're not having sex, it's it's better. Happiness might not always be good because those long-term commitment relationships, you might have arguments. It's not going to all be like it is in the fairy tales. You're going to have ups, you're going to have downs. But in the long run, you will be much more happier by choosing the thing that might give less pleasure in the beginning, but you will have fulfillment in the end. Because pleasure does not lead you to fulfillment. Pleasure can lead you to destruction. You know, it's a good feeling isn't always good. Sugar is fucking amazing. You know, like sugar tastes so good. It's so sweet. You add it to almost anything and it makes anything taste better. Uh, but sugar is horrible for you, right? Like, I think that, drugs are great. Drugs are great. Everyone's like, drugs are bad. No, drugs are fucking great. In moderation, the right type of drugs, the right situation, not every day, uh, done with the right education, when the drugs are tested and you know what you're taking, then yeah, drugs are awesome. But if you're looking for happiness by using drugs, you're going to be extremely disappointed in life. You're going to always feel miserable because you're going to wonder why you're getting so much pleasure, right? All your dopamine receptors are firing off. All your serotonin receptors are firing off. Your opioid receptors are firing off. Your GABA receptors are firing off. You are banging chicks every fucking weekend. You're going to parties. You're living it up, and you're wondering why you're still fucking miserable. Why are you still miserable? Because you are doing things that give you pleasure. You are doing nothing that'll give you long term fulfillment. You are doing nothing that's going to make you proud of yourself in 10 years because that is true happiness. Looking at the progress you've made and being happy. Tony Robbins said something like that, right? You want to know the key to happiness? It's progress. That was Tony Robbins. But it's like, I generally believe that the happiest people are the ones that have sacrificed, worked hard on a goal, and accomplished that goal. And while they were trying to accomplish the goal, they weren't focused on, yo, I need to get this goal, I need to get the end goal. They were enjoying the process. They were enjoying the journey. And I can say this a million fucking times, but it's like people still don't really get what it means to enjoy the journey. And what it means is to just live, to stop letting your expectations get the best of you, to stop letting uh, your wants get the best of you, right? Like, focus on long-term goals, not short-term goals, because I feel like the problem is everyone wants to feel happy, so they're doing things that give them pleasure, but it's not making them happy because pleasure and happiness are two different things. And we have a mistaken because no one taught us. No one really taught us life. They taught us a bunch of knowledge in school, but nobody really taught us life. And life is extremely complicated because it's a complicated thing to hear that happiness is sometimes painful. People don't get it, right? But that's because the things that can bring you pain today might bring you pleasure in the future. So you pick your pain correctly. That's all I'm gonna say.